I must say, actually, the scenery or the the world here is actually beautiful. I mean, they've done so well. I think, anyway. I like a nice bit of scenery. I do, because it gives you a bit of realism, doesn't it? Oh, hang on a minute, I'm a bit drunk. Right, here we go. Here we go. So, let's empty our silos, all right? Because I think the price is all right, but let's get rid of the starting stuff. Let's get that money in the bank there, just to try. Because I like to try and stay above 15 grand if I can. I think if I hold 10 grand, if I go below it, but the one problem is just picking all the new stuff and when you want to do it, because you want to keep a good margin. That's obviously the point of the game. So let's just head down to here. So we'll come back when I get to the shoppy. Right, here we go. We're just turning in. We have got an MTR load. MTR load. I just run him over. Never mind. I just want to show you the old shop. If you haven't seen this already, detail is really good on it. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so the situation is, that's the shop here, and this is where you can sell your stuff and also upgrade as well, I think. So, right. Oh, sorry. Moved my chair and he fell off it. Right. Why do I keep saying right? I can't stop that. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to activate the shop menu. So this is what we've got. Sales, anything on the sales? No, nothing on the sales. So, this is what we can buy. Now, I'm going to buy a chainsaw today because it would be nice to get a bit of little logging done, because that might give us a few quid here and there. But anyway. So one of the things we've got on here is we can upgrade to all of this, and you can go. I mean, you can go nuts with anything you can buy. The forestry equipment is really what I'm looking at to do quite an early kind of part of the game. So one of the things you can get here, you see, is you can get one of these things where you can saw through an entire tree, and that can pick it up. And you can then put it onto the trailer, or you can actually carry it if you wanted to on the tractor to the actual sawmill, which is a bit difficult because it does knock into cars and everything, and you do kind of drop it every so often. So you do need one of those timber runners. Now, I don't know if the timber runners need a bigger tractor or if I need a truck for that. I'm not sure. Never got one of them before, but I have got one of these before. These hooks, and you can fit that to your tractor. I don't know if I need any other equipment to fit. I think it will just fit on as standard. See what you can do as well, and I think this is right. I'm not 100% sure, but you can saw it, so you can actually create the wood chips. And I think when you create the wood chips yourself, you get more money for it. I'm not sure on that. If you know otherwise, let me know. But obviously, price range is huge, and of course you can naturally saw things yourself, so that's all pretty good. You got a small tree and they got the large trees here, so this is obviously the ultimate. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there. I mean, I played this game for a couple of months on and off. I got about 30-40 grand, so it's a long haul. It's a big game. So I'm going to buy a chainsaw straight away, and these are all the same prices really. They don't really do much. Let me just get that one because it looks quite nice. So if I just say buy, yep, okay. So have I bought that? Did I buy that? Yes, I did. Right, so we got that. You can also do lots of other things, which is really cool. I mean, there's so much here that I don't know about. I mean, you got the pallets for the seeds. We're going to need that. You got all sorts of stuff which I don't really know what we're going to use them for yet because I'm not an expert. One of the things I'm looking at, two things I'm looking at, is you got mowers here. Mowers. We can actually cut grass, and we can earn money from cutting the grass, I think. So that's quite a good thing. But let's just talk about stuff we want to get quite immediately. Yeah, so the forestry stuff is good. So obviously that big grappling thing would be good, and then the trailer. But I can put the logs in the trailer I have now, but not very many or not very big ones. But one thing I do like to do is get a new tipper early on. And one of the things I did do was sell my tipper and then got one of these, which is a lot better. So I mean, obviously we got something like this which has 8,000 litres, and I wanted something like this where you could have 1,500 litres or 15,000 litres. Sorry. So that would be a good thing because one, you can fit more of your produce in there for a start, but also when we do start all this logging, we can fit more in, obviously. Now the thing is at the moment is sunflowers. we want to get to the point where we can do sunflowers and canola, because wheat is great, but at the moment those prices are nice and high. So one of the things we're going to think of now is that with sunflowers, you can't use the normal harvester header that we've got here. We have to use a special header, which is one of these. Now, this is what I've bought before. It's the cheaper one of the lot, but you have to buy that one. So that's what we will need to invest in. And you can see what it can actually do here. The normal ones that we've got will not actually do sunflowers. And this one's 24 grand. I don't want to spend this. So I've used this one before. Now, the disadvantage of that, obviously, is that, it's quite small. We'll have to do that to start off with. And, of course, you can go ridiculously large, as you can see. Like ridiculously large, which is quite amazing. Now, what I'm sure is when I sow, I think with sunflowers, I can use my current sower. I think, and I'll have to just check that. I can check our stuff on here. Otherwise, I might have to buy a new sower, and I think that's what I had to do here. So I did buy this one. Again, it's the cheaper one, first of all. I don't know if it's a good idea. Do you think it's a good idea, guys, to actually go for the expensive, get a massive loan? Get a 50, 100 grand loan and just go for it? I don't know. I really, really, really don't know at the moment whether or not it's worth that. So I'm going to buy the cheapest when I can, and then we can start planting the sunflowers. Maybe when we get 50 grand in the bank, we can get some loans. But I need to pay off the current loan, and the interest is a bit nasty sometimes as well. So that's the idea at the moment. Let's see what I've got in my garage. And then what am I? Garage. So these are my tractors. So you can see I've got the normal trailer here, which is just 8,000 litres. So I can kind of nearly double that. If I get that new trailer. And the cultivator is fine, but the seeder, I can't do sunflowers with. I'm going to do canola. So I'm going to do the canola quite quickly, actually, when those fields are ready, because they're quite good. But apart from that, everything else I'm going to keep. You can see I can sell some of these storage shelters off. Now, but I do have a question for you. If I sell these off, because I have done these in previous times I've played this game, when money's a bit tight, because I get a bit of money in this. Do I need them? Or does the weather affect my equipment or my seeds or whatever? Will that be a problem? Because I know the weather affects when you can't harvest or do anything like that in the bad weather, obviously. But do I need these? Is it going to screw up my machines if I don't store them? That's the question. Anyway, that's it. So I do have my chainsaw now. Right. So let's go go back to our tractor here and just great parking job. And let's get in. And what I'll do is let's have a look, see what's good for wheat at the moment. Highest price. Denton Bakery. Makefield, I ain't going there. That's going down. So you can see it's about to go down. Gomez Ridge Acres. So you can actually deliver straight to the shops, which is sometimes quite profitable. But Gomez Ridge Acres. Now, where's that on the map? So if I double click that and go back, it'll flash me. Good. I'm right near it. Brilliant. Okay, so let's head off and go and unload this. I shouldn't really do this because it's not in. I mean, even though I'm not going to wreck the crops, it's not really in the spirit of the game. As I should use the road, but don't judge me on this, please. It's up here, I think. There we go. So we can see the green beam of light, which is obviously seems a bit sci-fi for this type of game. But anyway, go with it. So we're down to 17.5 grand there. Oh, blimey. We've been messing around with that train and cocking around with this all the time. I will get that train unloaded. Right, unload. How much are we going to get? 18. Come on. Right, that's not bad. All right, that's not bad for a first time. It's 3 and nearly 4 grand. That's all right. This is the long game. We're in the long game here. It's going to take a bit of time to sort out. All right. I mean, what we could do to earn a bit of money, maybe because what I was going to do is when I've planted everything, I was going to actually head off and speed up the game. So I was going to speed up the crops a bit because otherwise you can do real time. But the trouble is that is real time, so it takes months. So I want to speed it up. But what we could do maybe, I've not done this before, so I don't know how to do it yet. But maybe we should try and work on some other fields to earn a bit of cash because I know I've seen it done. I'm sure where you can. It's a nice little earner, as I was saying earlier. So that's the thing. So much you can kind of start off and do. And you can't get overwhelmed with it. But that's just... there's a diner. I bet you can't go into these places, Hello, can I have some food? Right. So, that's all the plans. Let's get planted. Let's get planting. I might do the planting myself to save a bit of money because it's now 10:27 in the morning. Again, I've got the default time on here, so it's not very quick, but it's sometimes good to speed up the time a little bit. But I'll see what I've spent today on farmhands, and if that's been ridiculous, then we'll have to see. Because you could say I have earned £4,000 today, all right, and I've got to see how much I'm going out to get my margins right. So that's the thing. You see, it gets a bit mathematical, a little bit, like accountancy and businessy, but we'll do it. So at the end of the day, and I might speed up a little bit just to get to the end of the day, we'll see how much we've spent after we've ploughed and planted. Hopefully we can cultivate and plant today, and then that means we get all the costs today of everything that we've done. And that's the ultimate goal that I like to try and do. If I have a mission, I want to try and keep it in a day, if you know what I mean. Keep it going for a day. It's the second turning I need. It's not this one, is it? Or is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh Jesus! Yeah, so I like to try and get things in a day, just to actually, then you know what you've spent and what you've made. So that's got to be the rule. Mission. So get things done, get things sold, and then see how much you bring in. Because it gets a bit hard sometimes. But as we just started off, and I've wasted a ton of time on that train, we may not do it today. Right, he's waiting for me to come and fill him up again, look. Alright, mate, let's fill you up again. God, I don't know, can't you just do this yourself? And that's one of the advantages. I think when you get a new harvester, they can store a lot more as well. So, that's all. You can get better stuff, I think, is the name of the game, though. What I might do is, instead of going back to market, I might just stick this somewhere and then go and get the other things planted here. I think that's what I might do, because that other one should be cultivating, that other one should be seeding. No, I didn't set the seeder off straight away, did I? No, because I was going to get the granola one. Canola. What's that, granola? Oh, you've done quite a bit here. Fair play. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna stick this somewhere. I'm gonna put the cover on. Again, I don't know if the cover will do it. Please, someone tell me. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this in the shelter here because, well, actually no, because I'm gonna stick it here. There we go. Right, so what we got here? He's doing that. Has he finished? That's been done. Brilliant. Now, seeds. Well, we're going to have to get the horn fixed. Attach. What seeds have we got in there? Right, so if I do select seed. What can I do? Select seed. Right, okay, so we've got 700, I think that's litres. I don't know, 700 seeds. Granola. So this is the largest field. Now, do I do this myself, or what's our situation? We haven't got anything back yet, but we can see I spent £1,000 on the chainsaw. The vehicle running costs is £1 so far, £1 so far. Property maintenance £1. Fuel costs, yeah, I mean, this is just part way through the day, so this is all going to add up later. Harvest income, yes. Wage payments, so it's nearly £2,000, and the day hasn't finished. And I want to repay. Can you see you got the loan here? So you do get loan interest. I can't remember how much it is, but we could repay. I could borrow more, but we might have to borrow. Do I put a farmhand to this, or do I do it myself? See the vehicle costs. The vehicle costs at the moment. If I have a look, see, this is the shop you can access. So what am I doing at the moment? What have I got? It's that one, isn't it? I can't never remember the name of these things, I'm afraid. Hang on, here we go. So it's these ones, right. So, case 3 or something. Okay, right. So let's see how much that's costing me. I've got 2 here. One is older by the looks of it. I don't know which one it is, though. That's the trouble. That's costing me about 115. I think this is per day, I think. we can rent things as well. And that's something actually I forgot to mention, because we can actually rent some vehicles. So what I have done before is it was a bit of a mistake, but I think choosing more wisely is better. But you can rent, like if you want to rent like a massive cultivator or something, or you wanted to rent the forestry, the wooding stuff, you could do a day's worth of logging and then send it back. But that can be expensive at times. You want to keep it for the day. So do I hire help? Well, I'll do. As we've got 2 people working anyway, let me do this now. I'm going to do a bit of this myself. And this is the largest field, so I'm going to do a bit of this myself. And then what I'm going to do is I will come back, cut there, and come back, and then hopefully get some hired help to do the other half, so then we can do other things. So here we go. See you soon, guys.